Hey all, this is a case against Dallas criminal Carlos Jimenez Gonzalez. Failed to use turn signals, was texting, drinking, and driving. Wrecked, crashed, almost killed me, pushed me into oncoming traffic right there. He's trying to run from the scene, and there is a beer bottle right there. So this is real, and I'm going to show you the second direct evidence, essential evidence in the case. The Dallas police were called and they wouldn't come to the parking lot that day. I caught them on video, and this is the damages. This is essential evidence and direct evidence proving what happened. A case number was 211-396, and Ryan Ladd Thompson is at fault for not handling the case right. Progressive Insurance was wrong also with Casey Colby and Thompson employee named Edwin. I'm going to go as long as I can in order. They never had permission to turn against me and never communicate with me, and that's what happened. And it went on years. They went behind my back. They actually committed crimes. I'm going to explain them. You can rewind this and explain essential evidence and direct evidence, facts, audio affidavit filled with facts. What happened, the crimes, as you can see, Gonzalez committed more than 3 crimes and is still out there, and he could kill your family and you. And I've been suffering for more than 5 years and claiming loss of money, time, wages, and property. So to add the order, which is a true testimony and real, is that Thompson Law Firm was wrong, and MAS was the worst with this situation. Jasmine Solano further violated all my rights. I never gave him permission to lie and to not to be negligent and fail in communicating, and they all did that. Now, to talk about the 34 plus people, I'm going to make it as brief as possible because the majority goes against MAS, Majarad, Abu Saad, and Saeed, which is those 3, Nazir Rebe, Abu Saad, Muhammad Yusuf Saeed, and Shan Shaheen Majarad. I am going to name as many as the criminals as I can, and going to have to make another audio affidavit with facts, essential evidence, indirect evidence. So crimes committed really were malfeasance, and that was by everyone that I just named and more. MAS Law Firm lied about hearings that never happened. They lied on emails. That's how I picked up on the crimes committed by Madeline Meeker, Rebecca Salgado, and Melissa Vieira. Now, in alphabetical order, it's Abu Saad and Nicole Burrows with 298 Court, Carolyn Dupree Brown, 298th, Emily Tabalowski, 298th Court, and a last name Lawyer Vincent. That's later the courts were and still are wrong, and 5th Court is also wrong. Bree Love Clinton, KOCH, Garcia, and Rossini. So in alphabetical order, Casey Colby is there, and an agent for Progressive and a racist adjuster, and they never paid, and MAS is breaking the law by holding my medical records from White Rock Chiropractic, Don Tebow. So these are real criminals that I'm listing, and Gonzalez Dallas criminal, Carlos Gonzalez, the drunk driver, and Jennifer Jacobs, CSR with 298th Court that operated. They went behind my back. They lied to me in September and had a hearing, and you can't prove they really had one. The reporter's records has lies on it, and I have that evidence. And Jacobs operated with a expired license. Vincent lied all the way through. He also lied on a document 14 times, and he lied about his real name, address, and withheld the two addresses: Miney Libermat, Hoffman, Valley, Houston, and San Antonio. And the index was not in alphabetical order, and there was no time start of the reporter's record. So the alphabetical order goes to Charles Richard Krause, MAS, and also Jennifer Jacobs, CSR 8809, and Majarad, Shan Shaheen, and Robin Amy Ivy, Mr. Leanne. Now, these are real threats, attacks, assaults, and real abuse, bullying, and harassment. Jeffrey Daniel Shelton, Sean Shariar, Daniel Navai. There was actually threats. And Robin Amy Ivy, Mr. Leanne, and Carrie Tate, CSR 8010, Wendy Wade Roberts, court reporters. And I have that on audio, and I also have the emails, the lies, and actually real letters. November 4th, there was a letter sent saying there was a hearing November 4th. There was a letter sent to me. So they fooled me, tricked me, and lied, making me think I was going to go win the case because I have evidence, and a drunk driver really almost killed me, and there's permanent body damages. So November 4th, they set that up. And the lawyer, Vincent, won't tell you the truth, but there's continued lies. I never said he could ever be a part of the case or MAS. So Solano was the first one that further violated all my rights. And there's specific facts, and there's actual testimony that backs it up. They can put them all in prison for extended time, including the judges. There has to be a way. So Majarad, Leanne, Meeker, and Levi, and Owen, Kenneth Davis Owen, and Saeed, Muhammad Yusuf Saeed, and Fareed Saba, and Jasmine Solano, Jeffrey Daniel Shelton, Rebecca Salgado. Now, there's a couple I might be missing. T is Tate, Carrie Tate, and Tebalowski, Emily. And the V's is Mehdi Vagefi and Carla Vella. And it took time to be aware and know after the fact they committed crimes that it actually happened. Madeline Meeker, like I said, Salgado and Vieira, I didn't pick up on it till later. The lies on emails, and they were part of those crimes. And Vagefi, Vella, Carla Vella, that was hard to pick up on. And the Vagefi, Vella, Vieira, Melissa Vieira was hard to pick up on till later. And Vincent, Nicholas Louis Vincent. And he was the worst because of what he did at the end were all lies. And they, the right thing in sharing is that they're going to have to tell the truth, and I know they're not. They won't. So, Tate and Tabalowski, Vagefi, Vella, Vieira, Vincent, and Witham, Jack Walter Witham. So there's 34 plus people with the judges: Breedlove, Clinton, Marcella Moore, Breedlove, Tina Clinton, J.J. Koch, Koch, Denise Garcia, you spelled Denise with two N's, and Rossini, Gino Paul. Burns is a part of it. He has a copy of the reg. So I'm going to get it out to the masses, the actual photographs and more, because it's right for me, and that's right. I can waste time by talking about the reality of the misery, which is real in the body, and I am unable to recover, I'm unable to operate. And I actually was singing and performing every night and day, making money in reality and going through the acts of recovery with helping other people in society, in the community, and that's all real and true. And there's more that would go after this, and that would be, as I just said, the emails, the evidence, the videos of them, and the stronger documents and parts that I thought and felt like, that I thought the direct evidence was the letter November 4th. They lied to me and said there's hearings on the emails and it didn't happen. In June, I caught Tabalowski doing something wrong, and there's real evidence and there's true testimonies about the lies, and there was that November 4th actual letter claiming that hearing. I was looking forward to going to that, and it's wrong that I've had to pay and waste more money and time and wages after what's already happened.